what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two, because I never want to see you sad, girl. Don't be a bad girl, but if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there, but just remember there's a lot of bad everywhere.
The kicks are as they go down in towards the hairpin in turn 11, and it is the kicks are and it just stays in front of the Papaya McLaren. But can Ali get a better X on the outside man as soon as he does, and he stays in front.
If you want to leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there, but just remember there's a lot of bad everywhere.
That is quite a cow. Oh my God, Kreitzer.
Baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by, just upon a smile.
Just admires the balls there. Kreitzer gave his through his teammate of MSCF1 singles. Was that tactical? Can Ali come back and well fun? The McLaren is through on the house and up to P7.
Oh, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by, just upon a smile. Oh, baby, it's
Nathan, in the name of the MSC community,
And the Red Bull
Thank
driver
you.
is through on the half, through 130 out of the goal. Fernando Alonso X by Adam Fleetwood. He was not backing out of there.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to MSCF1. We are back for round 9 here in Bahrain. Sorry guys, I was just getting the mic set up because I know one of them's a bit dodgy, so I'm using a different one. So we are here. What a race it will be. Bahrain's always a great circuit for overtaking, and we are on board with Little Drips in the Williams. He is the first driver out on track. I actually just made it. I fell asleep after work and I woke up about 15 minutes ago. Right, let me get the... So I'm unprepared. Let me get something up. And the Twitch. Yeah, returning in the action after a 3-month break. Let's go. So, on board with Little Drips as he comes out of turn 3 and down the DRS straight towards turn 4. And then we just come through the the left and right hander for turn 5, 6 and 7. And then in towards the hairpin at turn 8 for the Williams of Little Drips, the Scotsman. Let's see what he can do as he gets his foot down. One of the trickiest parts of the circuit, can catch you out so easily, this going down in towards turn 10. And then you can see the back end just wanting to kick out constantly. And then he'll burn that battery. The rear wing is back open on this Williams. He's got a McLaren just behind him in towards turn 11. And then uphill at the end of sector 2, and the start of sector 3 will kick in into turn 13, and then we have a long straight where we don't have any DRS, but it's that run up towards the line. And if you get any drivers that are even remotely close going down in towards turn 14 at the end of this race, they've got an opportunity down towards the line. Little Drips will set the benchmark in Q1. It's a 1:29.666, and then comes the McLaren of Banana. He will come to the line at 1:28.9 for him. So it's Scotland 1-2 representing in Q1. Now here comes Carlos Sainz. He's on the medium compound tyre, but he's way down on the time. It's a 1:31.3, so not able to do anything with that at the moment. Then we do have a Alpine of Shane Bowen. He's also out on the medium, so we do have a lot of Scottish drivers on the track tonight. Here comes Shane Bolland, and that little snap coming out of turn 15, and that would have cost him. And he's down to P5, and then we have a kick Sauber, just that's Angry Badger in P6, and that is Mirko off the track and into the gravel for the Ferrari, so not a great start to his flying lap. And then we have a Haas and Viper Gaming on an outlap, but it's Welsh Sponge who's going to be next, also out on their medium compound tyres. 1 second. I can see your mic in game. Cheers, Dutchy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I need to jump into a party. So Welsh Sponge goes up to P2, and then we have a couple of drivers. So we do have Ortron on a lap, Viper Gaming in the Aston Martin. He's just started his flying lap coming through sector 1. Phoenix Gray's on an out lap, and we still have a couple of the drivers in the pit lane. So it will be Viper Gaming in the Aston Martin who will be next. And this is where it does get a little bit interesting. 13 minutes to go here in Q1. So, Viper Gaming coming down towards turn 9 and 10. And then that was a really nice line through there for Viper Gaming. Wasn't messing around. No kickback or anything. Managed to get his foot down really early. And then in towards turn 11, and slightly uphill into turn 12 as the sun sets here in Bahrain, and the circuit starts to illuminate, and the Aston Martin of Viper Gaming as we head down towards turn 14 and 15. The Aston Martin driver, and then out of the final chicane. And then it is just foot down. It's actually just another outlap for Viper Gaming there, because he's used none of his battery. So I didn't realise he wasn't using. So we have a Mercedes, that is Daddy Cool. So a lot of the drivers are opting to come out and just set a lap on the mediums. So Daddy Cool being one of them. So it's just sort of that outlap banker, isn't it? Daddy Cool going back into the pit lane, and then Jonathan in the Haas. Then we've got Adams in the Red Bull, and the Ferrari of Mirko is going round again, so he's just coming up towards the line. The Scuderia is on a better lap than he was previously, and he's not messing around with the mediums, and Mirko goes fastest, a 1:28.5 from that Scarlet Ferrari, and Crytek goes up to P4 in the RB. And then we do have the Haas of Jonathan. He'll be next, coming out of turn 15, down towards the line we go, and it is P5, so the Haas go P3 and P5 here in Q1. And that is Cam McKenzie just starting his flyer. And we got Phoenix Gray in the Red Bull. He'll be next to cross that start finish line, and up to P3 goes Phoenix Gray. The Aston Martin of Viper Gaming improves even more, and up to P3 takes it right back off Phoenix Gray. And then that was Adams that comes through into P13. Cam McKenzie in the Alpine will be next. He's just coming through at sector 2 now, so in towards turn 6, 7, and then into the hairpin at 8 for the Alpine driver of Cam McKenzie. So 9 minutes of this Q1 session remaining. Down the DRS straight, heading into 11. And there's a driver just down the back straight. I don't know who that is, but just had a little issue. And look how, I tell you what, Cam McKenzie has saved a lot of battery for the back straight. That's either tactically very good or not. And here he goes again on the battery. Oh, he had to use his deployment. Oh, look at that, 128.5 for Cam McKenzie. He goes fastest in Q1, so he did use his deployment, which means it recharged really well around here. That is Phoenix Grey, and he's going to go again. That's why they've come out on the mediums, just to get a few laps in. And Adams will get a decent lap on the board and goes up to P3, the two Red Bulls in 3 and 6. Carlos Sainz at the back at the moment, but he is improving. He's finding a little improvement in his lap times. Mum and Ryder in the Ferrari on track once more. And the Scuderia just coming out of turn 3 down that DRS straight as the rear wing opens. But I'll just double check. Back on board with Carlos Sainz. He is 6/100ths up on his lap time. So around turn 12 and into 13. And for Carlos Sainz, he's half a second up. Even half a second wouldn't improve his actual race position in Q1. He's got to find at least 1.1. And he's going to come down towards the line just to get it on the board. And he does improve, but not enough to improve his position. So Mum and Ryder in the Ferrari coming in towards turn 13. I can't make out if Mum and Ryder is on a decent lap or not here. So into turn 14 and 15. And it doesn't look like he's going to be that far down. He isn't. And it's P7 for Mum and Ryder. Baton in the RB. He's not going to be far behind him. But we do have Daddy Cool and Gennady, the two Mercedes. Daddy Cool goes up to P12. And one of them has come straight out on the softs. So Baton, a lot of the drivers coming through the McLaren there. Of Ali, I think that was. It was that went up to P3. Gennady up to P18. And then Baton will be next. He goes up to P7. So the fastest of the medium runners is Baton. Well, Sponge came through. And that was Carlos Sainz off the track. And then the Sauber of Ortron goes up to P11. So at the moment it is Cinders, Gennady, Carlos Sainz, Shane Bolin and Ortron all going out in Q1. And Daddy Cool is the driver at risk. Yeah, absolutely, Dutchy. Would you say the issue seems to be better, Nate, Banana? What do you mean? Which issue, sorry? So Ortron on an outlap up to P16, and Gennady is 7/10 up. So the Mercedes and Gennady putting that car all the way out to the left so you can strike into the right hand side. Did bro really forget? Would you say the PC issues, mate? Yeah, what do you mean? Why would you say the issue seems to be better? I don't know, I can't see the issues. Adams up to P4. It doesn't lag or anything when I'm on board with you. Oh, do you mean like your because your lap times are better? Your lap times are definitely better. Shane Bolin in the Alpine. Oh yeah, you definitely seem faster, God, yeah. So, Shane Boland warming up his tyres. Here comes Archer on his 8 tenths up and up to P7 for the South African. Cinders is finally on a lap with just under 4 minutes to go. Not your 19th in the speed trap. So, Adams calls it a day in Q1, and we're on board with the Aston Martin of Cinders. As the Williams just moves out of the way, and then in towards turn 10. For the Aston Martin, their sponsors just heading the billboards above them. Around turn 11 and uphill into turn 12, and to the start of sector 3 we go, as we go into the right hander at turn 13. Just took a bit of a chunk out of that chicane there for the Aston Martin, and then we'll come down towards turn 14 as he just burns that battery out. It takes a decent line. Cam McKenzie, that is it for him in Q1. With 2.5 minutes to go, and Cinders goes up to P18. It is not going to be enough to get through as it stands. So Phoenix Grey goes fastest in the Red Bull at 1:28.1. So the times are starting to heat up now. Here comes Mullen Ryder to start his flying lap. Shane Ball and Carlos Sainz are all on lap. So is Baton in the RB. He's still out on the mediums, but I don't think with that time he will be at risk. Both of the Mercedes are definitely at risk here in Bahrain. That is Shane Bolland, and he goes up to P6, improves by 1.3. Mullen Ryder in that Ferrari. What about Carlos Sainz in the Williams, currently with a 1:30.9 as we head in towards turn 9? Can he get any more pace out of that Williams car? Cinders in the Aston Martin, and you see the drivers just moving off track. That RB does not want to give him any sort of helping hand, and I don't blame him, because if that is Krytek, he's also at risk of going out. Baton retires, and he's not improving here, Cinders. This is where he's got to find an extra sort of half a second at least. Is that even possible for the Aston Martin as he comes down towards turn 14 and 15? And it's into the pit lane, and the first driver eliminated in Q1 is MSTF1 Cinders, and Carlos Sainz is up to P11. What a lap that is. Daddy cool. We do have a Haas off. Jonathan about to start his flying lap. Krytek starts his lap as well. A lot of the drivers. So Welsh Sponge is down to P13. Angry Badger might be on the brink of elimination. Carlos Sainz has been disqualified. He is out. He managed to get into Q2, and now he's out again. Carlos Sainz has been eliminated, and he will not be taking part. So Banana into P10. So that has just saved Angry Badger potentially by Carlos Sainz being disqualified. We do have a Mercedes here of Ginaudi on an outlap. He's got 10 seconds to get to the line. And then we have a Haas as well of Welsh Sponge coming through. He's currently in P12. There's only 3 drivers that can be eliminated now, and it's not going to be Welsh Sponge, that's for sure. There's an Aston Martin coming through out of turn 15. That is Viper Gaming on the soft compounds. Down towards the line we go. The checkered flag has waved, and Viper Gaming stays in at P10. Then we have the other Mercedes of Daddy Cool that goes up to P13, and he might just have crept out because Krytek has invalidated it. So Krytek is on the brink of elimination. Here comes Jonathan. Little Drips is out. Cinders is out. Sainz is out. Ginaudi going to try and get through. If Ginaudi gets through, oh, Jonathan, Krytek is out. Angry Badger needs Ginaudi and Krytek not to beat his time. And Krytek obviously invalidated it. Here comes Jonathan down towards the line. Can he improve? And Jonathan does improve and he goes in front of Angry Badger. Crytek is out. It's all on Ginaudi now. There's a McLaren trying to improve, but it doesn't matter. He is through, but he does invalidate it. So we all wait with anticipation. And the driver that is waiting is Angry Badger in the Kick Sauber. He is hoping that Ginaudi does not find this extra bit of pace and he's able to participate in Q2. But it's the Dutchman bidding to knock out the Kick Sauber as it comes out of turn 15. And the little snap of the rears there, will that have helped him? And down to the line, Ginaudi goes P7. Angry Badger is out. Both Mercedes creep through. Less than 2/100ths of a second separate Daddy Cool and Angry Badger. And Carlos Sainz, what happened there? Because he was safely through to Q2. Oh, are you kidding? I couldn't get my car around and got DSQ'd. Yeah, I thought that. So Phoenix Gray's the fastest driver on track in Q1. Then comes Moon Rider, Walsh, Sponge, Cam McKenzie and Merkel, but it's the bottom five where it counts. Carlos Sainz with that DSQ after safely getting through in the Williams will start in P20. Cinders in the Aston Martin in P19. Little Drips in the Williams in P18. Crytek in the V-Car after invalidation starts in P17. And Angry Badger in the Kick Sauber just missing out in P16. So we are out in Q2 and the drivers are not messing around, and it is the Ferrari that's on an outlap, and Mirko will take us underway, and he's got the Haas right on his tail behind him. That is Welsh Sponge. They are really close together on track, probably not the best idea from the drivers. Welsh Sponge is going to try and get a slipstream from that Scuderia in front, but I don't know if that is going to hinder his lap. I mean, he's actually close enough where he will get a huge slipstream, but he is just creeping away from the Ferrari. Yeah, Mirko's got a better exit out of there, and he's starting to take off a little bit, the Ferrari driver. Into turn 10 we go. And you see that Haas. This is where he'll get the benefits of that Ferrari in front, because he started his lap right on the tail of the Italian. And then uphill towards turn 12 and 13. And yeah, he has started to pull away now. But still, this could be a lap to get him into Q3. This is where he will use that slipstream to his advantage all the way down to the line. Right. But it might have even hurt him, actually, being in that dirt. Yeah, Merkel to the line at 128.8, and Welsh Sponge did go faster. Wow. So that slipstream down to the line was huge for Welsh Sponge. Clever racing. And that is Ali Ali that comes through. Banana up to P5. Mum and Ryder up to P5. Banana up to P4. And then we have a Mercedes of Daddy Cool that is going to be next towards the line. Cam Mackenzie up to P6 in the Alpine. And Daddy Cool up to P7. And then we have a Red Bull. That is Phoenix Grey. And where can he stick it on this grid? And it is fastest again. A 128.4 for him. The Aston Martin of Viper Gaming only on an outlap. Adams in the Red Bull, currently in P12. Jonathan in the Haas, coming in towards turn 8 at the right-hander. Shane Bolland is just coming down the back straight towards turn 14. And he has opted for a set of their mediums once again. And Shane Bolland will put it in P9. And then that Mercedes of Ginaudi on an outlap. Jonathan in the Haas. Just coming around turn 12 and 13. And he does go for a purple sector 2. And he's not going to get a helping hand from that McLaren that dives out the way. And we enter turn 14 on board with the Haas. And the Dutchman a sprint down to the line. And Jonathan goes up to P2. Phoenix Grey to Jonathan. And then Ginaudi, Viper Gaming, Ortron, Baton, all still yet to set laps. But Viper Gaming in the Aston Martin. Adams went up to P3 as well there in the Red Bull. Red Bull Haas, Red Bull McLaren Haas. So the Red Bull and the Haas team looking strong. Even the Ferraris, the McLarens as well. There's a lot of teams still in this race. So Aston Martin of Viper Gaming out of the final chicane and up towards the start finish line for the Aston Martin, and up to P12. Ginaudi in the Mercedes, who just got through on his last attempt. What can the Mercedes driver pull out the bag with just under 9 minutes remaining in Q2? So here comes the Dutchman, and it's P5 for the Mercedes. Adams, Jonathan, Ginaudi have all set their laps. And still we see no movement in the V-Carb or the Kickstarter garage. Viper Gaming, was he a second up there before he invalidated it? So Banana is back on an outlap. The driver at risk at the moment is Cam Mackenzie. To be honest, a lot of drivers are still at risk here. 8 minutes to go, and the lap times will only improve. So, the McLaren of Banana. Baton and Ortron are on outlaps now. So they know they need to get something on the board. So we go on board with Banana in the Papaya, going down towards turn 1. He wants to break it around the 100-metre mark, and then just hugging the apex over the chicane at turn 2, and through turn 3 we go, and then up towards turn 4 for the McLaren. Went into there a little bit deep, but not bad, and through 5, 6 and 7, and he has that hash just in front of him as he heads in towards turn 8. Through the middle of sector 2 we go, and he might even try and pinch a little bit of a slipstream from this Haas, and that is Viper Gaming that's gone fastest. I didn't realise he was still on another lap, and the Aston Martin driver up to P1. So here comes Banana, and he's got the Haas in front of him. And the Haas does move out of the way. He's giving nothing away to his rival. Banana comes out of turn 13, and he'll use that battery. In fact, he's used a lot of battery already. That is going to hurt him coming down the back straight into turn 14 and 15. And then he'll burn what he's got left of that battery before the rear wing opens, but that will cost him a lot coming down towards the line. Look at that, he only improved by 0.02 of a second. Ortron in, the Kick Sauber will be next, and Banana and Moon Rider I definitely risk it going out with them lap times so far. Ortron only up to P13. His teammate going out right on the last minute of Q1. Shane Bolin in the Alpine, and then we've got Baton just in front of him, back out on the mediums. So he's going to leave this really late. Is Baton around turn 11 and 12. So P14 and 15 currently in this second qualifying session. And where it all matters is when we get to the line, and it is going to be Baton that hits the line first. The VCAB driver used all of that battery, only up to P14. What about Shane Bolin? He takes it off him. So they're going to have to get all the way back round, get into the pit lane and back out again, because they are going to have to find something extra in that tank while sponging the Haas. I think he is on a lap, and he's still got a lot of battery left to burn as we come down towards the line, and that is it. He's going to burn it, but he's still got a lot left, and he goes fastest at 1:28.0 for Welsh Sponge, and Banana goes into the pit lane to get some new shoes on. Here comes Daddy Cool on an out lap, and then Ortron also going back into the pit lane. Who is that? That is Phoenix Square on an out lap. So starting to heat up now. Daddy Cool in the Mercedes around turn 3. DRS enabled up towards turn 4. 3 minutes of the Q2 session remaining. And Daddy Cool is only... Oh, he's spun it into the wall. And that is it. He's not going to be able to get round. And he's only 4/100ths off going into Q3. And it is all over for the Mercedes driver as he heads into the wall and comes out with front wing damage. So that is the first driver eliminated, is Daddy Cool. Baton goes into the pit lane. He's got around 1 minute and 10 seconds to get onto them softs and back out. He's leaving this really, really late. So, Daddy Cool heading into the pit lane. What about Mirko in the Ferrari? And Phoenix Grey in the Red Bull is 3 tenths up on his lap time. This is going to be really close to Welsh Sponge, who took the fastest lap away from Viper Gaming into turn 14, on board with the Red Bull driver. Is he going to top the list once more? He's not. Wow, this is so close. He's gone P2, Phoenix Grey. If this is how close it is in Q2, I can't imagine what it's going to be like in Q3. And Cam Mackenzie in the Alpine, remember, he does need to improve because he is the driver at risk, and he is finding a little bit of improvement. And you see how close the times are, all the way from P5 down to P12 is 3/10 of a second. So it's anybody can get through here. Mum Ryder is 3/10 up. Mirko is 4/10 up. That would take him around P4. If this is right, Mirko is going to go up to P3. He goes up to. He improved by 7/10. And the McLaren, I think, of Ali Ali is on an outlap, 40 seconds to go. And is Baton going to make it to the line? I don't know, you know. It's going to be really tight. And Adams is on a lap right behind him. And that was Viper Gaming. Cam Mackenzie went up to P4. Is that enough to get through? I think it might be. And the Ferrari and Mum Ryder into turn 14. He's currently on the brink of elimination in Q2. 7 seconds to go. Baton, this is going to be so close to the line. I think he's just going to make it. And Mum Ryder went up to P5. And the checkered flag has waved. Shane Bolland didn't make it. Danny Cool didn't make it. They all go out. Baton made it, must have been by a second. Ortron is 2/10 up, and he's right on the tail of that Aston Martin in front. So Daddy Cool is out. Shane Bolland is out. And look at this. There's nothing Ortron can do. He's got an Aston Martin in front of him. Ortron goes out. He's invalidated it. Ortron is out. And who's that Aston Martin in front? That is Viper Gaming on an in-lap. That is ridiculous. Oh, you've got to feel for Ortron there. Banana, and here comes Ali Ali, who's currently in P9. Ali Ali goes up to P3. What a lap that is. Ginaudi needs to find something extra. And he does it, but it's only up to P9. Jonathan is not improving. He's on the brink of elimination. He's got Banana coming through. Here comes the McLaren of Banana to knock Jonathan out as it stands. And he does, up to P9. Ginaldi's on the brink. Jonathan is in the pit lane. It's all on Baton, who got through with just a second remaining. Does Ginaldi go through, or is it a double Mercedes elimination in Q2? It is, and Baton a 1:27.9, and both Mercedes exit. And Viper Gaming and Banana just creeping through. So at the end of Q2, it's Baton that goes fastest, then Welsh Sponge, Phoenix Grey, Ali Ali and Mirko. Then comes Adams, Cam Mackenzie, Mum Ryder, Viper Gaming and Banana. But it is the Dutchman of Ginaldi and the Mercedes that goes out in P11. Jonathan, his countryman in the Haas, out in P12. Daddy Cool in the Mercedes goes out in P13. Orchon, the South African, who was hindered really by the Aston Martin, I feel, even though they are friends. They must be. They're from the same part of the country, from the same part of the world. And then Shane Bolland in P15. I've just thought about that actually. Was the Kick Sauber actually trying to give a helping hand to a rival team there? and it sort of backfired because Ortron ended up invalidating his lap by running it wide. But maybe a little bit of coercions between the two garages. So it is one South African through though, which is Viper Gaming, and then we have both Ferraris through, we have both McLarens through, both Red Bulls, and then we have one RB, one Alpine, one Aston and one Haas. So who will start on pole position? So we are on board with the drivers. It is Cam Mackenzie and the Alpine that will start the first flying lap. Don't worry, Cinders. So through turn 3 and up towards turn 4 for the Alpine. It's one of them circuits, Bahrain, where it's quite a tricky track. It sort of catches you out a little bit, and you have to be really clever with your sort of battery usage and get it sort of at the right points. So Cam Mackenzie down in towards turn 9. And then that DRS kicks in really early on. And down the straight towards turn 11 and 12. And then up towards turn 13 at the start of sector 3. Does have that Red Bull of Phoenix Grey just behind. And the Ferrari of Mirko as well. I think it's Mirko, it is. But here come Cam Mackenzie into turn 14 and 15. Down towards the line we go. And this is the benchmark in Q3. It's a 128.3. But here comes Phoenix Grey, and he's got that Ferrari. Oh, sorry, it was Mirko that came through first, then Baton, then Phoenix Grey up to P3. The Aston Martin of Viper Gaming will be next. It's not a great lap, so he's going to have to go. Oh, he's not used his battery actually. Here comes Mum and Ryder, the man from Sweden, who takes P4 away from Cam Mackenzie. Then comes the House of Welsh Sponge, who goes up to P6. We go on board now with Adams in the other Red Bull. So they'll have two runs at this probably. Maybe 3, but I think it'll just be the 2 runs. So out of turn 13. And for Adams, he has used quite a lot of battery, and it looks like he is going to save it all towards the line. Would that cost him a bit of time? I would think so. And here we go from Adams, and it's a 128.1, and he's up to P5. Mirko, wow, a 127.4 is a ridiculous time from the Ferrari. So all the drivers got their laps in. Banana is on an out lap. So what can the McLaren do? His teammates still in the pit lane. All the other drivers just heading in towards turn 1 and 2. Over the apex at turn 3. So it's purple sector 1 for Banana. He is absolutely flying. No messing around from the Papaya tonight. Bahrain is such a great circuit for racing. Into turn 10. Sorry, turn 9 and then down towards turn 10. Just coming up towards the safety car. And then uphill into turn 13 for the Papaya McLaren. Down the back straight we go towards turn 14 and 15 for the McLaren. Out of turn 15, DRS is enabled. It'll burn the rest of that battery. And Banana goes up to P8. A second off Mirko at the moment. Ali still yet to leave the pit lane. Viper Gaming, I think, is either going to go in the pits or for another lap, and it's into the pit lane. Oh, Mirko received a whole lap of slipstream behind Baton. Wow. Cheeky lap there from Mirko. I imagine that could get him pole position. So interesting. Sorry guys, bear with me. One of the kids asking me to pick him up. I'm like a full-time taxi driver. So Banana going back into the pit lane. Baton is back on a lap. Will Mirko give him a full lap of slipstream? Probably not. So Baton's going to have to do it all alone. But he's absolutely capable of it. He's improved unbelievably since last season. He's just found the sweet spot, hasn't he, Baton, in the RB? Oh, and he runs wide, and he'll have to back out of this one with 3 minutes to go. This is cutting it close. So he has invalidated it. Is he going to have time to get into the pit lane and back out? He made it to the line in Q2 by 1 second. And he's going to have to do it all again. And I think Baton is worried here that he might not make it out. He's gone back in around the same time as he did last time. So here comes Viper Gaming. We ride on board with the Aston Martin. They are It's all about fine margins in Formula 1. Baton will be like, come on, as they're pushing him back into the garage as he's getting his tyres changed. But Ali and Banana are both still in the pit lane. Here comes Banana on his way out. Ali is now on his way out as well. What about Baton? There's still no movement in the garage. I don't think he's going to make it out here. He isn't. Baton is not going to make it out, so that is it. He's not going to start on pole position. Here comes the Alpine of Cam Mackenzie on an outlap, but it's Viper Gaming in the Aston Martin who's on a flyer. So is Phoenix Grey in the Red Bull. Right on board with Phoenix Grey as he comes in towards turn 8 and 9. Viper Gaming will hit the line first. He does have the Ferrari just in the distance. Not that one. In towards turn 13. And all of the drivers now on laps. Baton is on an outlap, but I don't think he's going to make this. So here comes Viper Gaming in the Aston Martin. He's currently in P6. This is it. And he's not. He's going to go again for another lap. He's going to go again. He backed out of it. And he's got that Ferrari of Mirko right on the tail of the Aston Martin. Another cheeky lap from Mirko. But potentially, he's not done it behind the right driver. And Phoenix Grey goes up to P2. He couldn't find enough to take pole away from Mirko. Can any of the other drivers? We've got McLarens coming through. Mirko on the tail of that Aston Martin. We've got the two McLarens going to make it to the line. What about Baton, who's currently in P3? He's not going to make it. Baton is not going to make it. He still was going to try, but he's missed the line. And here we go. Let's find the drivers actually on flying laps. And Baton has missed it. The checkered flag has been waved, and Cam Mackenzie goes up to P2. He improved by 6 tenths. Now, what about Mum and Ryder coming down the back straight? We've got Adams as well, who's got the Haas right on his tail, nicking a slipstream all the way down towards the line. And the Haas of Welsh Sponge goes up to P2, Adams into P7, the Ferrari of Mum and Ryder up to P4. The Aston Martin of Viper Gaming will be next. He's got the Ferrari of Mirko chasing him down. And Mirko, look at this, a slipstream all the way down to the finish line, and he's lost the back end. And Viper Gaming down towards the line takes P7. So the two McLarens will get a lap in. Here comes Phoenix Grey. He's on an in lap, so he's not going to improve. So it's all on the papayas at the end of Q3. Currently Mirko on pole, well Sponge in P2. Here comes Banana down towards turn 14. Oh, and he's gone really wide there, and that would have cost him. But where can he still put it? And Banana, Ali down to the line, goes up to P6. Mirko takes pole in Bahrain. So Mirko takes pole position in Bahrain. Welsh Sponge will start on the front row of the grid with him in the Haas. On the second row, it's Cam Mackenzie in the Alpine in P3 and Mum and Ryder in the Ferrari alongside him in P4. On the third row, the grid is Phoenix Grey in the Red Bull in P5 and Ali in the McLaren in P6. Is its countryman of Baton in the V-Cab in P7 and Viper Gaming in the Aston Martin in P8. On the fifth row, the grid, it's Adams in the Red Bull in P9 and Banana in the McLaren alongside him in P10. So we are ready for round 9. The formation lap is underway. I've not got Shane on my friends list. To all the drivers, just getting that heat into the tyres. I think it's 29 laps, is it, around Bahrain? You know what, the graphics are actually so good on Formula 1 compared to what I was used to growing up anyway. Like, you could have never have done this. Like, look at the graphics and the cars and all lining up, getting ready to race. And here we go, all getting ready in the stops. And the Ferrari, I thought Mirko might have aimed the car a little bit to the right. My sound has just disappeared, guys, bear with me. Okay. Let's see. So here we go. This is it for round 9 here in Bahrain. And it's lights out and away we go. The Ferrari did get a tremendous start while Sponge is trying to chase him down as they go down towards turn 1. Phoenix Grey is through, but back comes Mum and Rider up the inside. There goes the McLaren. The Aston Martin is losing places. That is Viper Gaming, and the Red Bull is round. That's Phoenix Grey that gets tagged. And all the way to the back of the grid he goes. And it is still the Ferrari. Mirko in front to Well Sponge. Here comes Banana and Ali. And the Alpine dives down the inside. Banana gets tagged. Gennady is up 3 places. So is Jonathan. Cinders is up 8. It's absolute carnage at the start of this Grand Prix. As Adams is down 5. Both the Red Bull drivers out of the point. Viper Gaming down 9, Cam McKenzie down 15, and Phoenix Grey down 14. What was going on there? Well, Sponge is still on the back end of Mirko. That is Ortron, the South African in the Kicksauber, losing places as well. But there's going to have to be a couple of recovery drives here. Carlos Sainz just ghosting there as Phoenix Grey goes through. And what about Angry Badger on Cinders? Cam McKenzie on the back of Viper Gaming going down towards turn 11. That is Mum and Rider that goes up into the podium places. Peyton is going to come back at him. Down the inside goes the VCAB, the Ferrari and the Scuderia go wheel to wheel down towards turn 14. And who is going to come out ahead? It is Peyton just with his nose. And into turn 14 we go. He does have the inside line, and now here comes Ali, who also takes a position away from Mum and Rider, and he's going to use that battery, and all the way into the podiums goes Ali in the McLaren. DRS is now enabled. Here comes Shane Bolin in the Alpine. Right down the inside goes Shane Bolin and up to P4. He's now wheel to wheel with the V-carb. Around the outside, here comes Well Sponge with that DRS enabled. He's not able to get close enough for the move yet. Shane Bolin with that DRS enabled. He's back through on Peyton once again. Can Peyton switch him back up the inside? He just slots in behind him. What about Adams on the back of Cinders? Oh, nearly loses the back end, and through goes Crytek. And look, it is 2, 3, 4 wide now. And the Red Bull of Adams is through. Viper Gaming, Cam McKenzie is through on Angry Badger. But it is Banana and Mum and Rider. And the Ferrari and the McLaren and Daddy Cool in the Mercedes is round. Oh no, Daddy Cool in the Mercedes is off the track. Phoenix Grey in the Red Bull losing a position to the Kicksauber. Banana and Mum and Rider once again going at it, getting their elbows out on the opening couple of laps.
And the Ferrari just slots in behind. Adams is through on Cinders finally on the Aston Martin. And now here comes Crytek trying to find a way through. Trying to sneak past the Aston Martin into the wake of the car in front. And what about Cam McKenzie in the Alpine? Viper Gaming will go down the inside. And now here comes Welsh Sponge to take the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. The Haas is in front. Ali will go later on the brakes. And in front of Shane Bolland, who's left the session. And now Baton takes a position. And they're all going to be handed one free of charge. And look at this. Bedlam in the middle of the pack. And that is Adams and Phoenix Gray in the two Red Bulls. Phoenix Gray runs off track. Viper came in trying to hold on, but he's got two fantastic drivers hunting him down. Here comes Adams on his teammate. They touch again, the two Red Bulls. Now here comes the Alpine of Cam McKenzie. They're going to go 3 wide in towards turn 5. And that is the Alpine, and that's Phoenix Gray that goes off. Does he have a little bit of damage? And look at the Williams going down the inside. That was little drips on Angry Badger. And just forcing his way through. And Angry Badger once again with a huge lunge. Angry Badger clatters into Phoenix Gray and then wipes out Adams. He's got a vengeance against these Red Bulls. I tell you what, the Red Bulls must be absolutely fuming at this point. They have just been attacked from every angle. Here comes Mullen Ryder from Shane Bolland, Jonathan and Banana. Baton on the back of Ali. He'll get that DRS down towards turn 1. Jonathan in the Haas is through. So Welsh Sponge inside that DRS range. Oh, huge lag there from Mirko. But it is the Haas driver that moves back into the lead of the Grand Prix. Baton is into the podium places. That is Jonathan that is from Mullen Ryder. And now here comes Banana up the inside of the Ferrari. Has a little snap as he slams on the brakes. And Banana is through around the outside of Mullen Ryder. Viper Gaming is there. Tron. Adams is at the back again. Cam McKenzie as well. It's not been a great start for some of these drivers. Here comes Crytek on the Aston Martin. There seems like a lot of impatient driving on track tonight, unfortunately. Mirko on the back of Welsh Sponge. I've seen a lot of lunges and a lot of late braking to just try and get ahead. Remember, 29 laps. It ain't one on the opening 3. There goes Gennady on Mullen Ryder. Mullen Ryder in the Ferrari is round. And the Scuderia, who was having a good race. And that is Adams through on Carlos Sainz. What about Phoenix Gray on Cinders around the outside of the Aston Martin? Goes to Red Bull. Good move. Here comes Banana on the back of Jonathan. What about Mirko? And these two are just going to trade blows. Somebody drops out. Mirko into that dirty air, but the slipstream will help him. And Mirko in the Ferrari will retake the lead on lap 5. And now here comes Ali into the podiums in front of the V-Carb. And Banana on Jonathan. There is overtaking everywhere. Will Jonathan go later on the brakes? He does. And Banana will have to go wide. But it is good racing. That is Mullen Ryder out. So is Shane Bolland. Mullen Ryder sped into the pit lane. Shane Bolland is out. I don't know what's happening there with Shane Bolland. So Cam McKenzie is round again. Carlos Sainz. Adams for an Angry Badger. There'll be a lot of annoyed drivers out there, you can already tell. So Welsh Sponge in the DRS. Little drips in the Williams on the back of the Aston Martin. What happened there? That is Well Sponge that takes the lead back off Mirko. And Baton back through on Ali. What about Jonathan on Banana? It's literally the reverse of what happened on lap 5. And Jonathan up to P5, and Banana comes through with the old switcheroo. But the Haas driver just holds on and picks up a time penalty for his troubles. Now they go wheel to wheel out of turn 3 and up towards turn 4. But the McLaren just edges ahead. And now Ginaudi is starting to catch up. He wants a bit of the action. Phoenix Ground, Viper Gaming moved over really late there. And the Red Bull had to take decisive action to avoid any sort of incident. And here comes the Aston Martin once again. And up the inside. Oh, God, it's so risky to watch there. If that's me down the inside, I'm taking that away. I'm just going to back out quickly. Just feather the brake pedal and then back onto the throttle. But brilliant racing. Great space left there from Phoenix Gray. So the Red Bull driver on the back of Crytek in the V-Carb, and look at that for a move. Phoenix Gray later on the brakes, and the V-Carb, nothing he could do about that one. Viper Gaming has got a brick wall now between him and Phoenix Gray, because Crytek is a great driver. Little Drips on the back of Cinders. Cinders run wide, and Little Drips got a great exit. What about the Sauber of Ortron as well? He's also going to make a move. In fact, he's going to try and make a move on both of them. Ortron down the inside of the Williams, but Little Drip stays in front. And Baton has been overtaken by Ali. Mirko into the lead once more. What about Banana and Jonathan? Crytek and Phoenix Gray. The V-Car back on the sister car of the Red Bull. Well Sponge back into the lead. It is all happening. Ortron on Cinders. And look at this for a battle. Well Sponge and Mirko. And the DRS is all the way from P1 to P4 at the moment. Viper Gaming through Crytek. Ortron on Cinders. Wheel to wheel go the Kick Sauber in the Aston Martin, and a little flick of the rears from the Kick Sauber. And that gives Cinders the little bit of breathing space that he needed. So, on board with the front four. It's the Haas to the Ferrari, McLaren, and V-Carb. So that is Cam McKenzie on Carlos Sainz that is getting through. But the top four running away with this now. 6 seconds clear off Banana. And that is Ortron on Cinders. Yellow flags. That is the Mercedes of Daddy Cool. But look at this. It's only been Well Sponge and Mirko that have led this Grand Prix after 7 laps. But Ali and Baton are right there as well. Here comes Mirko in the Ferrari, and the Scuderia retakes the lead. But what about Ali? And the V-Carb and Well Sponge, they're all trying to find a way through. Can we get some beautiful aerial shots of this? And all of them open them rear wings again. The McLaren looking for a dive up the inside, thinks better of it, and just slots back in behind the Haas. So Mirko just staying ahead as we go through turn 6 and 7. And look at that, the McLaren up and out of Ali, and then Baton gets a really good exit. Ortron and Cinders, that is the Haas and the Kick Sauber. And the Kick Sauber will go wheel to wheel with the Aston. On lap 8, the Aston Martin of Cinders just running a little bit wide. Would he have got an illegal overtake there potentially? We'll see. I think he might actually be just letting him through. Yeah, and then he goes back in front, so he must have. Oh, and he touches the curb there in the Williams of Little Drips. And Ortron. And now here comes Adams. Adams will not want to be involved in this mayhem at the back. And he has to really slam on the brakes there, Adams. And now the two Kick Saubers go side by side. That is Angry Badger. Oh, and that is Little Drips that goes off the track. Catches out Ortron. Daddy Cool is out. And that is Well Sponge into the lead. Baton into P3. And Ali will try and just hit the brake pedal a little bit later. And here come Ginaudi and Jonathan, the two countrymen from the Netherlands. Phoenix Gray on Viper Gaming. The recovery drive for the Scotsman is on. And the Aston Martin will get that little bit of DRS. He did get a better exit than Phoenix Grey. And look at this. The Aston Martin is not giving the Red Bull any bit of breathing space. There's the aerial shots. Up the inside goes the Aston Martin, and he pushes the Red Bull right off track. And he's like, he's getting very tasty and very aggressive racing, saying, nope, I am not giving you anything. And he isn't. So, back on board with Wellsponge and Mirko. 20 laps remaining here in Bahrain. So, Wellsponge leads, but for how long? Less than a second between the top four. Banana has caught up by 2/10. Oh, well, the Ali's gone for the undercut. Wow, now here comes Mirko to take the lead of the Grand Prix. What about Baton? If he can find a way through Wellsponge, Banana, Ginaudi, Jonathan. So, the undercut for Ali. He's got to hope he does not come out in any traffic. Let's have a look. He needs some clean air, and he's going to get it. If Ali comes out... Oh, I don't know, actually. No, he's got to get in front of that Red Bull. And Ali goes wheel to wheel with Adams. And that is the Aston Martin getting involved as well. And Ali definitely needed to get into some free air. Instead, he's come out in a tasty little exchange between the Aston Martin and the Red Bull. But he's got them fresher tyres, and up the inside goes the Papaya. And that could have been a great move. And that is definitely cost the Belgium driver the undercut here. Yeah, this is not great. And up the inside goes the McLaren once more. He knows he has to do something here. Every lap he is getting involved with this battle is going to cost him any chance of getting the undercut. So he needs to get through on this Red Bull. He's going to have to burn that battery at this point, though. Does he go for it now? I'll wait for the back straight. Absolutely not. Ali is gone. So are any of the other drivers going to pit? So now, could the undercut work from here? Here comes Wellsponge. These are staying out for another lap, so he's got another opportunity here, Ali. Wellsponge into the lead. Mirko in P2. Baton in at P3. Just touching the rear diffuser of the Ferrari in front. And Jonathan Ginaudi. Phoenix Grey is on that charge. What about Ali? Yeah, he's escaped the DRS. And that is Cinders that is back through on Adams. And the Aston Martin driver is up to P11. They are 1.2 behind Ali, and he's in 6 seconds worth of clean air now. This is exactly what he needed. But he's on the mediums. Is he going for the two-stopper? Crytek and Phoenix Grey getting reacquainted with each other. It is just constant between the pair. Little Drips and Mum and Ryder. And that is Little Drips goes down the inside off the Ferrari. Back on board with the Red Bull and the V-Cab. What about Mirko? Up towards turn at 13. Yeah, Ali is already 3 seconds clear of Cinders. And he's made up a second and a half behind Viper Gaming. Is it time for these drivers to think about this pit stop? The thing is, though, maybe not actually, because... Oh, he is. Wellsponge is going in. Mirko's staying out. Baton is going in. Oh, Wellsponge speeds into the pit lane. That's a 10-second time penalty for the Haas driver, and that might have just cost him the race win. Banana is up to P2. Ginaudi is chasing him down. Here comes the Mercedes on the McLaren. Let's have a look where Ali is going to come out. He's coming down the pit straight now. You can see Baton on his way out of the pit lane, and Ali into that clean air is setting fastest laps. And he does come out in front of Wellsponge and Baton, but them two don't come out in that battle between the Red Bull and the Aston Martin. They've avoided it. So Ali Ali has come out 1.2 ahead. The only problem is Ali Ali is on the medium, so he's going to have to pit again. Adams is onto the gravel. And the Red Bull's day, the night, just goes from bad to worse. And that is Mum and Ryder on the inside of that Williams. And that Scarlet Ferrari glistening under the LED lights of this night race in Bahrain. Gennady on Banana into the podiums they are now. Jonathan, then Phoenix Gray, Viper Gaming, Crytek, Ali Ali. Ali Ali 1.6 clear of Welsh Sponge. So Mirko is into the pit lane. Ali Ali making light work of that V-cab. And that's Viper Gaming into the pits. So where does Jonathan and Mirko come out? Mirko's on his way out of the pit lane and he's been undercut from all three of the other drivers. But he's going to be faster come the end of the race. But will that matter? You know what? Mirko's come out 2 seconds behind Welsh Sponge. 2.5 seconds. This is going to be really close for Mirko. He's going to need... Look, he's weaving, just trying to get heat into them tyres. He's going to need Welsh Sponge and Baton to start sort of scrapping it out now and losing time between each other. So Ali Ali on the back of the Red Bull of Phoenix Grey. The longer he stays behind this Red Bull, the better it is for the V-car behind. I'm pretty sure Ali Ali is going to have to pit again. So maybe he is going for the 2-stopper. And here we go. Ali Ali later on the brakes. Oh, and he rides the curb. And this is what I was talking about. Baton has now got a free ticket to attack again. Mirko 2.8 behind him and Welsh Sponge. So Ali Ali. Just wait for that DRS now. And that is it. Ali Ali is through. And that is Gennady and Gennady and Banana. And that is Mirko on Phoenix Grey. Welsh Sponge on Baton. And they are going to go for a move on Ali Ali and... Oh, whoa. Welsh Sponge. He thought about going for it, backed out, and then let off his brake pedal and went for it again. Now here comes Welsh Sponge on Ali Ali to move up to P3, and the undercut, it did work, but he just came out in the wrong part of the track. And Welsh Sponge is up to P3. Angry Badger on Viper Gaming. Oh, and he does go for the move, driving like an angry badger in that kick Sauber. There, the money shots right there, and here comes Ali Ali on Welsh Sponge. And the McLaren is back into the podiums. Provisional leader this Grand Prix. So... So Gennady and Janana. Here comes Ali Ali on a Welsh Sponge. That is Cinders on Artron. Artron is off the track and Cinders is through. Angry Badger, Phoenix Grey. Oh, what about Ali Ali? The McLaren driver back into P3. The more that these guys battle, the better it is for Mirko, who's just into clean air on the fresher tyres behind them. That is Angry Badger. That is on Phoenix Grey. the kick Sauber on the Red Bull. Remember, Phoenix Grey has pitted. And he does come out behind Viper Gaming. He's already had one round with Viper Gaming. He's now down far here for round 2. So here comes the Mercedes of Gennady. We are just over halfway through. Ali is back into the pit lane. So the 2-stop is underway. So he is going for the 2-stopper. Will that make any difference near the end? I don't think he'll make up the time he's going to lose. Remember, Gennady and Banana are on different strategies. They're going from hard to mediums. Cinders and Ortron go through. That is Viper Gaming on Phoenix Grey. The Aston Martin on the Red Bull. Well, Sponge on Baton. This is for the provisional lead. You know what? Mirko hasn't even caught up to them. Considering Mirko has pitted and come into clean air and he's not been battling at all. He's actually not gained any time, so he must have made a mistake somewhere. That is well spun on Baton. Back in front, and they'll continue where they left off. About Ali and Phoenix Grey's back into battle again. That's exactly where he didn't want to come out. That is the Red Bull of Phoenix Grey on the back of Viper Gaming. Adams is into the pits. And here comes the other Red Bull on the Aston Martin. What about Ali in the Papaya McLaren? Can he get through? He does get through on the Aston Martin, but he's now got a Red Bull to contend with in front. Through at turn 2 and 3 they go. He will get the DRS on that Red Bull. He'll have to burn a little bit of battery, surely. He's not even touching the battery. He's just going to use the DRS. And look at this from Viper Gaming. Oh, wow, he just swings it around the outside. And back through goes Phoenix Grey. Pit lane goes Adams and Mullen Ryder. Mirko. Is Mirko being patient? Like, what are we doing here? His tyres are a lot fresher. Ali is 19 seconds behind where he was. But he's on fresh hards, but not much. Just lifting off. He's being a bit clever about this. That is so Gennady and Benaldi and Gennady. Here comes the Mercedes and Gennady. Where's he going to come out of? Wow, that is a really good pit stop. I tell you what, if Banana had pitted at the same time, Banana is probably going to come out behind Jonathan, but still, P7 on fresh mediums. Here comes Jonathan on Gennady. Up the inside goes the Haas on the Mercedes. And he's the two countrymen getting back to where they left off. And through goes Gennady. Now the charge is on for the Mercedes. 11 laps on the mediums. Phoenix Grey. And Ali, oh, they're off the track. Viper Gaming and Ali. Oh, and The McLaren will be fuming as he comes back on track right in front of Crytek. What has happened there? We missed that one. We just caught the back end. So, Ali has got so much more to do. Banana is into the pit lane. Here goes Ali on Crytek. The McLaren on the V-cab. Well, Sponge retains the lead of the Grand Prix, but he does have Baton right on his tail. Mirko's actually lost time, even on the fresher tyres. It looks like he is just struggling on the hards. He's just not feeling it at all. So let's have a look where Ginaudi and Jonathan come out in comparison to Banana. There's no way. Banana has come out in front of Jonathan and Ginaudi after pitting later than them. He's overcut them. Wow. So, the battling between Jonathan and Ginaudi has caught them both out. And Banana says, thank you very much, lads. You carry on. So, Baton on Well Sponge. Well Sponge is going to get DRS from the back marker of that Williams. Not just yet. So, this is actually going to help Baton here. Sorry, going to help Well Sponge. There goes Crytek on Ali. Moment Rider setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. What about Ginaudi on Jonathan? Mercedes still trying to find a way through on the Haas. So here we go. Is Well Sponge going to get that DRS? He is. So he's going to be able to hold off for another lap. Look at this. And from that back marker, the rear wing opens and Well Sponge says, thank you, Williams. And that was Carlos Sainz gifting him a bit of a helping hand. And Banana is 3 seconds in front of Jonathan and Ginaudi, even though Ginaudi went for the undercut on Banana. Here comes Ginaudi on Jonathan into the slipstream, moves over to the left-hand side, and the Mercedes is back up to P5. So, Jonathan will get the DRS running up towards turn 4. What about Baton on the back of Well Sponge? 9 laps to go here in Bahrain. Crytek on Ali. That is Viper Gaming on Phoenix Grey. These two have been at it literally all race. So Phoenix Grey and Viper Gaming wheel to wheel, and it is the Aston Martin driver that edges back ahead. Baton on Well Sponge. Here comes Phoenix Grey. And is he going to go for it? Just thinks better of it. He's going to wait for a better opportunity. That is Baton on Well Sponge. And he does take the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix here. It does the V-cab. And it looks like it's gone from a 3-horse race to a 2-horse race. And Mirko is out of the running. He's just not left the stables in the second half of this Grand Prix. Seems like they've unmounted the rider. Phoenix Grey on the back of Viper Gaming again. DRS enabled. And here he comes at some speed. We'll move over to the outside line. And he will go around the outside. Cam McKenzie into the pit lane and retires. And Phoenix Grey does go through, just as a little snap, and Viper Gaming punishes him for it. Back in front of him. And Phoenix Grey, surely he's going to go down the inside. He does. And the Aston Martin driver around the outside once more. And these two drivers really putting on a spectacle for the fans. So, can he reverse it? Ali is back with them. Mirko is starting to catch up now. Was he maybe just holding off and keeping hold of his tyres? Here comes Ali on Phoenix Grey, and he does move ahead. Oh, what happened there with Phoenix Grey? So, was Mirko maybe looking after his tyres? There goes Welsh Sponge, who does have a 10-second time penalty. Banana is on for a podium here. 7 laps to go. Banana is around 12 seconds behind Welsh Sponge. If he can get within 10, he has took a podium away from Bahrain. Ali on Viper Gaming, DRS enabled as he come down towards turn 1. The McLaren on the Aston Martin, and up to P7 he goes. What about Phoenix Grey? Is he also going to try and make a move? He does around the outside, last 8 breakers, but he cannot make it stick. Ali just took off like a spaceship. Here comes Adam Altron into the pit lane. Yeah, Angry Badger is through. Phoenix Grey on a right game once more. The gap back to 4 seconds for Mirko. So Baton is pretty much guaranteed to win this race now, because there's no way he can get 10 seconds worth of time. So as long as Baton doesn't let Mirko catch up. If I was the VCAB now and I was in the position Baton was in, knowing that Welsh Sponge has a 10-second time penalty, I'm just chilling. I am just chilling. I'm not even going to try and battle him too hard. I'm just going to make the nice little overtakes. I'm going to give him loads of space. I'm going to let him make the move when he's on a rampage. Like, I'm just going to do everything to stay in this race and just to stay with the Haas driver, because this is a race win here for the VCAB. And what a drive it's been. So, Phoenix Grey on Viper Gaming once more. Did Viper Gaming miss out on the DRS? He did. And now the Red Bull comes through. Wheel-to-wheel action again between the pair. And Welsh Sponge has picked up another 3 seconds. And Welsh Sponge might have just chucked away a podium to the McLaren of Banana now as well. Viper Gaming got a good exit, but they've both got the rear wings open. And Phoenix Grey just staying ahead of the Aston Martin. Banana, we've got to keep our eyes peeled on this driver right here. What a race he's having. What a strategy. Everything's just fell into place for him. Even Ginaldi, if you look at where Welsh Sponge is, he's only, 16 seconds behind Welsh Sponge. He's only 3 seconds off getting taking P4 here, Ginaldi. And then Jonathan, but he's got a time penalty. Welsh Sponge is dropping off a little bit to Baton, but he'll soon get back within range with that rear wing wide open. Mirko 5.7 behind. What has happened? I think his USB stick must have run out of battery. I'm only joking, Mirko. He had some serious pace on the mediums and the softs today, Mirko. But on the hard, it doesn't like it well for him. Would the two-stopper have worked better for Mirko, considering where he is now? Would it have worked better just to go for the medium soft or something like that? But it's okay to look in hindsight. I mean, you're not going to go for a two-stopper when you're in the lead of the Grand Prix, are you? Let's be real. Still lead. Angry Badger with that time penalty. Banana is catching up to the Ferrari though. So he's only 3 seconds behind him. You know what? He's within 13 seconds of Welsh Sponge. Banana could potentially take 2 here. seconds off that Ferrari. What a drive this is. There goes Phoenix Grey. Yellow flags are waving. And that is... I cannot see who that is. So here comes Phoenix Grey. He's closing the gap, but just not enough. 2.3 is the gap to Banana now. Wow, 4 laps remaining. He is absolutely flying. And you see the Ferrari, the other Ferrari of Mum and Ryder. I've got a feeling Mum and Ryder is going to try and get ahead of Banana and his teammate, and maybe try and help his teammate to stay in front of that McLaren. That would be incredible. So here comes Baton on Welsh Sponge, who's got 13 seconds worth of time penalties. And here comes the V-Cab into the slipstream. He moves over to the left-hand side, wheel to wheel once again for the lead. With 4 laps remaining, it's the V-Cab back. 1.8 is the gap now. Banana is absolutely flying. Mum and Ryder even more so as he sets the fastest lap. Phoenix Grey on Ali Ali. It's still not bad finishing positions for the Papayas, considering it's good points on the board. Here comes Phoenix Grey. He's got that DRS enabled. And he is closing within a couple of attempts into turn 1. Just hugging the apex. Over the apex at turn 2. Turn 3 down with that DRS enabled towards turn 4. We are on lap 26 of 29. No, neither do I. I don't have a clue what's happened to Mirko there. Look at Banana. Is it within DRS range? What is Mum and Ryder going to do here? Because Mum and Ryder is potentially going to get a penalty if he stays where he is because of blue flags. But look at this. He is going to give his teammate DRS. There goes Cinders on little drips. But let's keep our eyes peeled on this because the Ferraris are playing tactical games here. It's Carlos Sainz against Lando Norris-esque here. And he is going to get DRS, Mirko, from his teammate. And he is going to move back in front. And that Ferrari will do everything he can to help his teammate finish in that podium. Oh, and Banana hits the back of him. Oh, no. The McLaren, oh, that work gone. He's now going to do it all again from lap 27. The gap is now 1.8, and he could have just potentially thrown away P2 as well from Welsh Sponge. And that Ferrari of Mum and Ryder is definitely helping out. So Banana could have just lost everything there. He can't be too aggressive here. So, Mirko got his teammate behind him. It looks like Mum and Ryder is purposely staying where he is, waiting for Banana to catch up and then moving in front of his teammate and giving him slipstream by ghosting through. So, Banana is only a second off again. He's going to be within DRS range very shortly. If he's not careful here, Banana, he might get a time penalty. And he does. Mum and Ryder lets him go. So, did Mum and Ryder make a mistake? So, this means Banana has not got DRS, though. So, that is why it doesn't matter to Mum and Ryder baiting his back through. Is he going to win it on track? Here comes Mirko and Banana. And, yeah, the Ferrari is going to come back through. No, he's not. He's going to stay behind. Maybe he's just got the warning for the blue flags. So he's had to let Banana through, and now Banana is 1.5 behind. Phoenix Grey with that time penalty. And at the moment, Banana would still finish on the podium. He would still take that position away from Welsh Sponge. But it is really close. 11.4 to the leader. So yeah, he would take that podium off Welsh Sponge. And he's not catching up to Mirko as well as he was. Maybe their mediums have started to fall off. His opportunity might have gone. Phoenix Grey on Ali Ali. We are on lap 28 of 29. It's been a fascinating Bahrain Grand Prix. It'll be interesting to see if Baton wins it on track or not. And Banana is dropping off from Mirko now. Banana, he needs to find something extra in the tank. Mirko's got a lot of battery left. Yellow flags are waving. I can't see anything on track. Here goes Baton and Well Sponge. Well Sponge on the very last lap of the Grand Prix takes the lead. But it will only be for the moment. And here comes Baton. And Banana has dropped off. And let's just keep our eyes peeled on the leader. 12 seconds is the gap for Banana now. As it stands, he would still get the podium, but that could all change by the end of this race as the mediums are starting to fall for Banana just when he needs them. A little snap there from Well Sponge. Baton chases him down. Down the hill they go. He'll get the DRS. Will he get him towards the line? They've both got a bit of battery. Baton is going to have a couple of opportunities right on the tail. And here comes the V-Cab on the Haas. And I don't think Baton is going to attack him. I think he's going to play it sensible. He was just giving a little bit of a weave as if to maybe say, this ain't going to happen. I'm not going to throw it away. But here comes the Haas driver and the V-Cab. It's been an exceptional Grand Prix by the pair of them. Looking at the leader, it is 11.8 for Banana, and he will pinch a podium. And here comes Baton. Is he going to try and get him down towards the line? Out of the final chicane. Here comes the V-Cab and the Haas. It is going to be Baton that will take the race win here in Bahrain. Well Sponge takes P2. And Mirko and Banana are going to rush to the line. This is going to be really tight. Down towards the line. Mirko will take P2. And Banana takes a podium. Well Sponge takes P4. Ginaudi and the Mercedes will take P5. Jonathan in the Haas, great race. P6 for him. Ali in the McLaren in P7. Phoenix Gray will come through and limp across the line into P8. What a fantastic Grand Prix. Viper Gaming in the Aston Martin takes P9 and Crytek in P10 in the V-Cab. The Red Bulls, wow, they were hounded by some of the other drivers during this Grand Prix. Here we go. The last of the drivers coming through. So Baton takes your race victory. Mirko, after everything, did finish in P2. That pit stop penalty. That's what I'm talking. That is one of my biggest pet hates, is a pit stop penalty, pit lane penalty, because Welsh Sponge should have finished P2 realistically because he had a 3 second, and all because he didn't slow down in time to gain what, half a second. He's now lost 10. So yeah, really unfortunate for him because he definitely deserved to be on the podium. So through the final standings we shall go. Oh, mate, it was a brilliant Grand Prix. And a well-deserved victory as well. There we have it. Baton on the top step. Finally delivers in round 9. What a result. Let's have a look at the final standings. And it is the man from Belgium, Baton, takes the race victory here in Bahrain. Mirko in the Ferrari from pole position takes P2. Banana in the McLaren takes the podium in P3. Well sponged with them big time penalties. Drops down to P4. Ginaudi in the Mercedes in P5. Jonathan in the Haas in P6. Ali in P7. Phoenix Gray in P8. Viper Gaming in P9. And his countryman of Crytek in P10. Then comes Adams in P11. Angry Badger in P12. Cinders in P13. Ortron in P14. Little Drips in P15. Mum and Ryder in P16. Carlos Sainz in P17. Cam McKenzie, Daddy Cool and Shane Boland did not finish the race. Mum and Ryder gets the fastest lap. And Baton gets driver of the day. Right, guys, that is it. That is it from me. That was my last race with MSC. It's been an absolute ball. It's been a pleasure. A great opportunity for me to deal with so many incredible drivers, so many respectful drivers, just such nice guys, like genuinely nice people, adults as well. And thanks to like Johnny Reed and Demir and Jonathan and Phoenix Gray and Wesley, all the guys that sort of brought me in and got me into the commentary for MSC, and all the drivers that I've managed to commentate on as well. I will try and reserve and do commentary from time to time for MSC. It's just really hard. I had to make the decision because sort of I got a promotion at work, and it means I've got to go down London now for 4 days every month for 6 months. So that's going to be Monday to Thursday. So I'm going to miss a race every month anyway, and then I'll be working a lot, and I've got to be up at 4:30, and then the race doesn't finish till 10, and it's just like tonight. I got home from work, I fell asleep, I woke up 15 minutes before the race, and so if I was a bit, lackluster tonight, that's why. So it was just a bit draining, and when I do get some free time and I'm not in work on a Tuesday and stuff like that, I will definitely come back and commentate, because I absolutely love commentating on these races for you guys. It'll always be sort of in my heart to come and commentate and give you guys the commentary that you deserve, racing like you have done tonight. But yeah, thank you all so much for the support, and it's just been an absolute blast. So thank you. I hope the next commentator gives you as much action as I hopefully did. But have a great week, everybody. Hopefully this won't be the last time that I'm on commentary. I will definitely try and get back from time to time as well, and I'll definitely be tuning in as well. But yeah, thank you all so much, guys, and have a great rest of the week and a great rest of the season.
I've seen a lot of what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two, because I never want to see you sad, girl. Don't be a bad girl. But if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there, but just remember there's a lot of bad and beware.
The kicks are as they go down in towards the hairpin in turn 11, and it is the kicks are with the stays in front of the Papaya McLaren. But can Ali get a better X on the outside minus Cinders? He does, and he stays in front.
If you want to leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there, but just remember there's a lot of bad and beware.
That is Crytek out.